Hey guys, hope you guys are all doing well. Pretty good week so far. So this week, 3 trades in total for me, of which 2 were shared and all were profit trades. So Aussie yen, Euro yen and Euro Swiss. So let's see if we can continue the good flow and see if there are any other good opportunities within the market, and especially of course the dollar pairs as we discuss these daily to trade with. So yeah, let's see what's going on and let's dive in. So looking at the dollar index yesterday, the dollar index has just been consolidating. As you guys can see, no movement at all really. All I can say is that we are currently squeezing in towards the highs. From what I kind of see, it's more ascending than descending price action, also kind of like a triangle over here if you look at it from this perspective, and it is waiting for a breakout. So I am anticipating on that move further down in towards this area of demand first, potentially even lower in towards this area as well, then potentially one more reversal back up for a real correction in towards higher time frame areas of demand. That's still what I'm going to be waiting for. We could still move up higher, and in that case I'll just adjust my upper trend line with how the market moves, because we could also just simply see something like this, for instance, like this, and then boom, so then the drop. So for now I'm just going to keep on my trend lines like this, like this. So just expecting one more push down, one more push up, and then another push down in towards those higher time frame areas of demand. So yeah, that's pretty much it, pretty straightforward, and let's see what is going on with Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar has kind of been replicating the dollar index, just slow in towards the downside. Not much to be said about this very messy price action. I can try and analyze this for you guys, but as you guys can see, we're just ranging, and we're still kind of in that descending wedge, of which we could still see a pullback or push out of in towards the highs, right? So let's wait and see. To the left, I don't really see any obvious levels. What I do know, by the way, is that if we look at the daily time frame, we still have daily demand located over here. So we could still move in towards there and then take out this equal low and then see that real trend switch. So kind of like 2 things I'm going to be waiting for. Scenario 1 is if we do see some more bearish momentum in towards the downside, look for longs from this area of daily demand. And if we break out of the current wedge, then I'll just be looking for a trend switch, so a break of, let's say, this high over here, and then we'll be looking for longs on the pullback. So yeah, 2 long opportunities, both explained, and that is it for Aussie dollar. So let's head over to Euro dollar. And Euro dollar, so Euro dollar started to break out of this descending wedge, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. Looking at the current 1 hour is still pretty slow. We reacted to this area of supply located over here yesterday. For now, market has just been slow, still waiting for some further upside potentially. But yeah, like I said, not a massive fan of Euro dollar due to the fact that it's so overextended and so messy and currently also very choppy. So looking at the higher time frame, looking at the daily and the 4 hour, what can we then say? Well, we're still situated within that weekly area of consolidation from where we could anticipate a potential pullback back up higher. I'm mainly focusing on this region over here for now, which is an area of strong supply at around 1.32. So how can we get there? Well, looking at the current structure, what we need to do is break these highs over here, and then we can start looking for longs, in my opinion. So yeah, just gonna be waiting for that. So let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar, kind of like I expected yesterday, made a further push down. I did mention we could potentially see a pullback into either this area of supply or this area of supply, but as we can see, bullish momentum, or bearish momentum, excuse me, is just too strong for now. So we have now created essentially a new lower low. I preferably always wait for a candle closure underneath this low over here. So for me, it's not a lower low yet, it's just more liquidity sweep. But I'm just going to be waiting to see if we can see a candle close below, and then wait for that pullback and then look for further shorts. That is pound dollar for me. So yeah, let's head over to Kiwi dollar. So Kiwi dollar has just been moving down lower. Hasn't really reacted in the way that I wanted to this area of demand. So I'm also going to just delete this descending channel for you guys. And now what I'm going to be mentioning is that if we look at the daily, we still have a very strong daily demand located over here, which is exactly the same as Aussie dollar. So if we see the dollar index push up a little bit higher, we could see Aussie dollar and Kiwi dollar longs from exactly the same position. So going back towards the 4 hour, where can we take an additional short, potentially back down lower? Well, I have this area of liquidity drawn on over here and this area of liquidity drawn on over here. So if we see a pullback into either region, then we could look for potential shorts further down in towards that area of daily demand, from where we will then be looking for those longs. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That's Kiwi dollar. Let's head over to our last pair, which is gold. So gold has currently been stalling in this area of demand on the 4 hour, which I mentioned. So yeah, pretty nice for now. Still expecting a potential pullback on gold in the very near future. So yeah, I'm just gonna be waiting for that. Essentially, it does look good after this massive move in towards the downside. Of course, it does need to happen because essentially we're just replicating this move over here. It does look for now as if gold could move down lower. I am kind of keeping my eye out on the daily for a potential wick fill of this wick over here before seeing some real further upside in the near future. Looking at the 4 hour, I'm not really seeing what I want to see in terms of reversal pattern. Looking at the 1 hour as well, we kind of need to form something that's indicating that that bearish momentum is weakening. However, we haven't really seen that as of yet. This is just a pullback on, let's say, this impulse over here, but on the entire impulse we haven't yet seen anything. But when you see these like massive impulses, more than not, you will see, let's say, a larger reversal pattern and more deceleration in the form of something like this, where this low gets broken, straight retracement, this low gets broken, straight retracement. That is then indicating that bearish momentum is weakening. And that could be translated into, let's say, a channel or a wedge. So that's what I'm going to be looking for now. Just look for some descending price action, which is telling me, okay guys, we're going to start reversing back up in towards the highs. So in my opinion, gold could still move down lower in the near future. Potentially, if we pull back in towards, let's say here, you could look for some shorts, potentially further downwards, and then we're gonna like form something big like this, and then yeah, longs from down below over here, potentially at that daily wick. But yeah, gold is a very messy pair, so I'm not gonna like analyze it too much or say too much about it, but this is kind of what I'm looking for, and then potentially, yeah, start rallying once again in towards the highs. So yeah, that's gold for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to join the free Discord server. Link is in the description down below. So yeah, thanks guys, and wish you all a fantastic day.